All right, I'm here with the legend, the man himself, Mr. Knock on, John Dudley. So we're here at the Total Archery Challenge in Seven Springs, Pennsylvania, and the people want to know, what are you shooting? What's your ideal bow build for this type of event?
All right, the first thing that I do for tack season is I actually lower the poundage on my bow. I really am all about reps during the off season, and also polishing my technique and my foundation during the off season. And this is a challenge, as the name says. You're putting yourself in a lot of compromising positions with extreme ups, extreme downs. So lowering my bow weight just allows me to practice more and maintain posture in more difficult situations. And as the season progresses, I slowly bump up my weight to, once I hit August, I am back at full hunting weight again. Now, until then, the other thing that I change is I actually go to a smaller, more low-profile vane configuration. And I do that for two reasons. One, there's less surface area overall, so I'm going to have less wind drift and less deceleration downrange. And when you look at like what your clearance is here for height, in a 4-fletch configuration with a smaller vane like this, I've got more clearance on my scope, so I'm able to get a little bit longer distance. When it comes to the shafts that I prefer, I go back to a lower GPI shaft, so a lower grain per inch type shaft. A Sonic, regardless of which model Sonic, is a great option, low GPI. The new 5.0 is another awesome feature. So if you're an Axis shooter, you could go to a 5.0 and gain that extra speed. And yes, you will have a little bit lighter arrow, but we're not out here worrying about penetration. Another option would be if I was a full metal jacket user, the FMJ Max would be a good choice for this type of scenario too. Now, once I get closer to that hunting season, so you might see me like in the Utah tacks or something like that, you might see my hunting veins start to creep back into that scene where as I'm going up in weight, I'm going up in overall arrow weight too, and I'm going up in fletching because I'm starting to prepare for control with a broadhead. Those are the changes I do. I do shrink my front aperture down a little bit so I can have a smaller aperture, again, more clearance to the arrow. And since my aperture is coming a little smaller, I downsize one size in my peep. That's the main changes that I make for tack, and it allows me to ramp up and progress towards hunting season and hunting setups.
Okay, so I've also got one more question for you.
Okay.
Total Archery Challenge, we're going East Coast to West Coast. Which is your favorite venue, and I gotta ask it, your favorite course?
That's such a loaded question. That's such a tough one because PA and Michigan, for me, I'm from the Midwest, just the attitudes, and I haven't been to all the Eastern ones, you know, because actually some of them conflict with family dates. But I love just the people over here in PA and Michigan. They're used to the Friday night fish fries, you know, they're used to the supper clubs. I grew up in Northern Illinois and Wisconsin, so like I'm used to a bunch of dudes that don't know each other getting together and heckling hard. You go out west and it's like each group kind of has their clique, so I can't just jam like alternate egos together and have an explosion that's fun. It seems like it's a little bit different. Now when it comes to the courses, Big Sky is epic. The convenience of Salt Lake is a tough one to argue with, but honestly, if I go by myself, I would probably go to Sunlight in Colorado. Epic high alpine pines, long shots anywhere you want them, amazing scenery, you're at altitude. It's honestly like hot tub time machine collided with a ski resort. I just love the vibe of that off the grid, low profile type of scene. I like to hunt in small parties, if in a party at all, honestly. I'm kind of a loner that way. So it wouldn't be the ones everyone would think. I'm really there about the vibe, the people, and the ability to go long. So that would be the ones that I choose.
Looks like we're headed out west, boys. John, thank you.
Thanks, dude.
Appreciate it, man.
Yeah.